Libra, welcome to your next 3 months overview. That is January, February, March. I hope you're well. I hope you're fabulous. And it has been about 3 months since I did the last round of the 3-month overview. So today we're going to take a deeper look at late winter to early spring, starting with the Magician, 1, January, the High Priestess, 2, February, the Empress, 3, March, and Judgment, any imperative decisions that we need to make over the next several months, and then also the Tower, anything that might be unexpected that we should know about. Show me January, please. Show me January for Libra. Show me January, please, for Libra. Show me January, please, for Libra. Show me January, please, for Libra. What's going on, please, for the Libra collective in January? Show me Libra in January, please. What is going on for Libra, please, in January? The Hierophant, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Bye, babe. Bye. That's beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, don't you just look fabulous? And there's someone in there with you. I believe I'm looking at a commitment. I have every reason to believe that. It does look healthy. It looks resplendent. I hope so. It looks terribly stable, whatever it is. Some of you are renewing your vows in January, and if that's the case, congratulations to you. For others of you, you have set forth on a new commitment in January. You have a new opportunity for long-standing commitment. It could be that you recently entered commitment, engagement, wedding. I don't know. I can't tell if it's quite new or old. It's looking like, though, we have something here that's well established. It wasn't just thrown together overnight, not with the Hierophant and the 10 of Pentacles. So that is long-standing, steadfast commitment energy. It looks well developed. I have Ace of Pentacles here, so it's either the proposition of solidifying our resources, our 10 of Pentacles, and committing to each other under the Ace of Pentacles, or we're just keeping on keeping on. In other words, you could be in a commitment that is founded and grounded and well-to-do, and we're continuing to renew it. I don't know, but it looks great. It could be new work opportunity as well. I don't know, but it looks really solid, and I can't say I'm surprised. I remember that being an outstanding feature, if I recall, in your 2023 overview, was successful foundation. Some of you are like, Christina, I'm single, but I'm totally committed to my foundation. That applies too. So let's see if we can narrow this down a little bit. I don't know, but I like the solidity of it. It's very solid, and it has a very solid form. It has a very solid shape. It has a very solid feel. You look terribly successful, terribly comfortable, and there's opportunities rolling in. There could be a brand new one too. I don't know. Or like I said, it's the renewal to a commitment, one that's already pre-existing, well-founded and already stable. You know, let's take a look. What else is going on, please, in January? I don't know, but I like it. It's quite nice. Show me. Somebody, there's an incoming offer, possibly. Oh, yes, of course, you might have Taurus in your chart. You could be connecting to one. What else, please, in January? I don't know why people want me to call out the signs. It is what it is. It either resonates or it doesn't, but people like it when they call out the signs. Sometimes I remember to, sometimes I don't. Anything else, please? 8 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. Oh, you tricky. Oh, you tricky. Oh, you tricky. Oh, you had me going there. Oh, you just had an explosion of coin, didn't you? Well, yeah, it was due. It was due. Judgment. It was due. It was coming in. Oh, my goodness. Now I'm starting to think one of my other interpretations. Christina, I'm not in a relationship. I'm committed to my success, bitch. Yeah. I love it. Thank you. I needed that laugh. I love it. Gemini rolled me in with some serious energy. It was beautiful in its own way, and I understood it in my own way, but still, it was some serious energy, so I appreciate you, honey. No, all this hard work is literally paying off. I can't make that shit up. 8, 9, 10. You have an explosion of coin. You solid as fuck. That's the Libra I'm looking at. I don't know if you're going to be a millionaire, honey, but you're working on it. So I normally don't do stuff like this. You know me. Man, you've had some hard readings too. Let me tell you, I know I've been there. I've been there. Yeah. Uh-huh. I know you know. But so too have I seen consistency in your success principles. Your 3D world, your monetary world, you're getting kudos, pats on the back. Some of you had a serious upgrade in responsibility that could also be in that respect in terms of not just new job offers, but titles and compensation. So the Ace of Pentacles coming into the Hierophant, the officiousness of it. I mean, for some of you, again, if I was doing career readings, I was not expecting this, honey. If I was doing career readings, I would have immediately said, oh, congratulations on the new role. I didn't, because I'm not trying to be career focused, but this Libra is. So, and that's beautiful. That's good news for me, honey. We've got about 5 placements in Libra. Hell yes. Let's do it. I love it. It's rolling in. Aren't you just looking so fabulous? It was due too with Judgment. So I don't know if there's anyone in here with you. I just know that you have done incredibly well. You've done incredibly well. And if you are with someone in that relationship / commitment energy, then congratulations to you both, for you both have done very well. This is going beyond profit. Okay, this is going beyond neutrality. You're not running in the red and you're not breaking even. This is in excess. This is in excess, an opportunity, coin, God, honey, multiple roles, your coin's increasing, your business is increasing, you got opportunities coming in, you got sponsorship stuff coming in, and in terms of people wanting to team up, partnership, you name it, across the board. Again, congratulations. And if there's someone here who helped in this, congratulations to the both of you. I honestly can't tell, because you're showing me commitment to long-standing foundation energy that we would typically associate with relationships. But you're also showing me, oh no, I did it on my own. There you are. So, some of you, it's both. The both of you have worked very hard to contribute to this fabulous jackpot. You influence many people. You touch many, many lives. The work goes outwards into a very extensive network. It's no joke. And those opportunities are rolling in. And for others of you, you're like, no, I did it on my own. 8, 9, 10. I am the boss, the Hierophant. I call the shots. I'm committed to my success. Yes, I agree, and I completely understand that energy. I'm with you right there, baby. Like I said, I got 5 placements in Libra. Also, my Lilith is Libra. Do I have enough in there? Triple Scorpio, 2 Aries, 2 Sag, and everything else is literally Libra. Yeah. So, we're committed to the success. Hell yeah, go Libra team. Hell yes, Team Libra, let's do it. I love it. I love it. It's like I'm committed to my success. And again, if you're in partnership, congratulations to you both. And if it was just you, congratulations to you, Bobby. You did fantastic. Talk about busting ass. But also it was due. You get back what you put in. So long as it's right for you, so long as it's right, then it's a good judgment call. How do you know when something or someone is right? It gives back to you in equal measure. If it does not give back to you in equal measure, then it's not right. This was the correct call. Whatever it is that you are in and working so diligently towards, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, and it will provide for you in the long term. Like I said, your profit margin is incredibly high. So some of you, you did it on your own. For others of you, with another person, in which case you two are the dream team, baby. You're just knocking them pentacles out. Out you go. God, look at that. Do you see that? Do you see that? So happy, so competent. There you go. I'm chill, baby. I'm chill. I'm chill. I'm chill. Mama, I'm chill. Daddy, I'm chill. I'm good. I know I got some cross watchers somewhere. Get onto the love stuff, Christina. Where's the love stuff? I don't know. That depends on Libra's energy. I don't know. Or they're very in a successful commitment. So I don't know. It's applying to many of you at the same time. I do know that. Show me February, please. Yes, but I would like to see more heart space too. And some of you just straight up committed, dedicated to my foundation. That's it. That's it. Forever and ever. Amen. Right now. That's where I'm at. It may not be where I'm a year from now, but this is where I'm at today. Don't get in the way between me and my success. Thank you. You're doing so well. I love it. I love it. Yes. Oh, yes, we can resonate, honey. We can resonate. Like I said, Team Libra. Fuck yeah. Tell me February, please. So, oh, somebody's waiting? Somebody's waiting on you to talk to them? That's for some of you, not all of you. Okay. Somebody's waiting on you to talk to them. That came through. Show me February, please. Show me February. Show me February. Show me February. Show me February. For Libra. All right, all right, all right, all right. Show me some nitty gritty though, honey. I'm going to have to see the real stuff too. This is real. That's very real. The 3D is indisputably real. That's the benefit of the 3D, the Pentacle. You can't pick that up. Like I said with you in your last reading, it either is or it isn't. You either have the time, energy, and effort, and someone can show you equal, or they cannot. It is that simple. Someone can either offer unto you what it is you offer unto them, or they cannot. Again, it's under judgment. If it gives back to you an equal, then it's meant for you. If it does not, then it is not meant for you, or at least not meant for you at this time. So I see you giving generously unto yourself. You're knocking it out, honey. Yeah, February. Show me February. King of Swords, that's you. The Sun. Death. Yeah. What's up with that? What's going on here? Show me this. Expand on this, please. King of Swords, the Sun, Death. Show me this. What does this have to do with the energy, please? Okay. There is a connection here that is currently not making you happy. You are distanced from it. Who put the distance in place? I could not say. It could be you, could be them, could be the both of you. I did see someone there in that awkward shuffle split that they expect you to contact them, but they're not doing it. And that expectation, it looks like it still stands. For some of you in February, yes. Your work stuff aside, which is fabulous, which is gorgeous. There is someone in your energy that has the potential to make you happy, but as far as you understand, that happiness is no more. It's been cut out, or it's died, or it's over, or it's a connection that has ended. It did make you happy, but it also disappointed you simultaneously. There is a connection here that is looking like, I believe you actively block, and it is a strong soul bond. You have your reasons, and I see those reasons. You understood, you put your hard hat on. With the King of Swords, you looked at this connection analytically. You said, can it make me... This is what you did. Can it make me happy? Yes. Does it? No. That was it. I don't know why you're thinking about this in February unless you two are thinking about each other fairly heavily at this period or during this time in February. So that's it. That was your decision making. So again, the King and Queen of Swords, these are our most analytical selves. These are the ones who ask the hard questions. These are the ones who provide the hard answers. And sometimes they're a little rough around the edges. But the idea is I can't put my emotions into this. I need to look at this from a realistic point of view. There is a connection here that you understood makes you happy, but ultimately had to call it quits or cut it out. It has the potential. You understood this. Analytically speaking, you understood this connection could make you happy in theory. In theory. When you took your emotions out of it, you looked at it critically, and you said, yes, this connection has the potential to make me happy, but I'm ending it. And here's the thing. We blocked it because ultimately we're unhappy by it. It's like I can feel the sun, the potential of the sun with this, but I'm never happy with it. I'm never happy with it. They blocked me, I blocked them, I don't know. But the disappointment between us stands. It's like I can almost feel the sun with you, but never quite. We're never on the same page, Four of Cups. Emotional being on the same page. We're always disappointed, specifically with our emotional expression. It's not like the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is emotional fluidity. This is me being vulnerable. This is me being open to you. This is me expressing myself to you, but I ain't getting the same thing back. We never get the same thing back. We're supposed to be strongly soul bonded. I have no evidence of that. Or even if we are and I truly believe it, I can never feel the sun with this person. I know it's there, but it never lives up to the promise. So here's the promise, and here's the failure to live up to the promise. It's a strong connection, I do believe. Yes, Libra, I do believe that it is a strong connection. I don't think it's a false one. It's one of those things where you can feel the pull of it strongly. Otherwise, that sun wouldn't be here. You knew you potentially could be very happy with this connection, but it did end under someone's energy, and I believe that you marked it with an ending. You did. And the idea is like, yeah, I know I could feel the sun with this person. Unfortunately, we're never on the same fucking page. We're never on the same page. So what's the point? What's the point? What's the point, you're telling me? I'm not saying that was easy for you. I'm not saying it wasn't without pain or consequence. It's just I literally see you using your logical reasoning skills to show me a connection that you understood. This could make me very happy, and I think I could make them very happy. But as of today, or yesterday, or however long ago, there was no evidence of it. He's always looking for evidence. The King, Queen of Swords are always looking for evidence. So when we tally up the evidence says, potential's great, but I can't live on potential. I can't live on a hypothetical sun. It either is or it isn't. You and I can never harmonize. You and I can never get on the same fucking page. So, cut it, killed it, blocked it. And it's looking like they're blocking you right back. You know, it's like, you come to me. I saw that on that kind of awkward split. I expect you to come to me. And you're like, there's no point. We're never on the same page. It's kind of harsh. It is kind of harsh. Whether or not it's fully over, I don't know. But it's I don't know that you've killed the connection so much as that you looked at this potential sun and you understood it's going to remain potential. It doesn't live up to it. What's the point of the strong connection between us if we never live up to it? I look at you and I understand I could feel the sun with you, but it always remains in a constant state of disappointment. Neither one of us is happy with what we're receiving. Are you happy with what you're receiving? Am I? How come we can never emotionally communicate? 4 Cups is the disappointment by the inability to communicate effectively with someone else. How come we can never effectually emotionally express ourselves? Why is there always some inhibition surrounding us and we're not able to speak up towards our feelings? I'm kind of tired of living under a hypothetical sun, don't you? Fuck hypothetical. Give me the real deal. Let's give each other the real deal, or what's the point? So that's how the energy's coming across. And there you are. So why it's coming up in February, I don't know. Is there a reason why, please? I'm just going to go ahead and ask, why is this coming up in February? Why is this coming up in February, please? Why is this coming up in February? Why? Why is this coming up in February, please? I don't know, you two just might be going through a period where you're thinking about each other quite a bit. 5 of Wands, tension, Knight of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. Yeah, that's kind of what I saw in that rough split earlier. Someone is trying to pull you back in. Their energy is under conflict about whether or not to come forward. Okay. They're fighting themselves. They're kind of frustrated with you that you haven't come forward. They expected you to. Perhaps you didn't. The 25th, by the way, for some reason might be important. Of what month, I don't know. Possibly February, possibly January. They're looking at you. It's your responsibility to come forward. And you're not. And it's kind of pissing them off. Because they expected you to. I don't know why they expected you to, but they expected you to come forward. Which tells me that they haven't really looked at this. If they really expected you to come forward to fix the issue, that tells me that they haven't seen their side about what it is that they need to fix. So when I see that, when I see the expectation, I expect you to come forward, I'm waiting on you, my first thought to that person is, why? If you really wanted to resolve things, you would come forward of your own accord and understand that there's two parts to play here. So that's when pride gets involved. This is personal frustration and being pissed off. So that's anger, that's pride, that's resentment, reflecting, but it's coming in slowly. Despite the fact that this person's looking outward and they're frustrated and angry that you're not coming forward, they expect you to, they're still slowly coming back in around February, I believe. And it's looking like they had expected, especially if you're the one who did the cutting or the killing. Here's the thing, honey. I don't see you killing the connection. I see you blocking it. Distinct difference. Death is here claiming that sun because you, again, King and Queen of Swords, this is analytical thought. This is rational logic. You said, logically speaking, Christina, I know this connection could lead to the ultimate happiness. I know I could feel the sun with this person, but we can never get on the same fucking page. Death is always here claiming the sun. It never reaches its promise. I know the sun exists with this person, but it won't come out. The sun never fucking shines. And I can't live on theory. So I blocked it. Besides, if I'm thinking about it, we were both unhappy with it anyway. 4 cups is even. 4 cups is even, man. If you experienced it, they did too, especially if you're soul bonded. You were both unhappy with the input and the output. It's just the only difference is that you looked at it and said the truth of it. You called it. I'm not happy with my side. Maybe I can't account for them. Maybe we're not soul bonded. I don't know. I know that I'm unhappy with this. You know, we never experience emotional fullness with each other. We never get to say what we want to say. There's always some shit hovering around our energy that keeps us from speaking our truth. What is the point of this? Again, we were looking at this logically, so I don't know that you killed the connection, but I can definitely see the block here. We were tired of the disappointment from our lover, so we blocked them. The stuff going in and out was not satisfying. It was constantly incorrect. So I pushed past that and I said, tell me why this is coming up in February, because even though this person doesn't want to admit it and it kind of pisses them off, they're slowly coming back towards you. And that's pride talking, you know, in that respect of trying to understand you and your decision making. It's like, why hasn't Libra come back to me? Well, yeah, that's part of the problem right there. Not seeing things from the other side of the other person's point of view. Why did they? Was Libra just being an asshole? Or was there some reasoning behind that? So that tells me this person's pride is getting in the way. They're looking towards you, but they themselves are slowly approaching anyway. And if they would stop being mad at themselves and really want to know why and investigate the issue, it wouldn't be such a difficult experience and there wouldn't be so much anger and frustration in it. It is slowly coming back around. They're having to fight themselves at the approach towards you. They want to talk about the pain. 3 of Swords, 5 of Cups. It hurts the Emperor, but the pride's getting in the way. This person's hurt, and they don't want to act like they're hurt, so that's fucking everything up. That's pride. That's more pride, and it's also the refusal to understand. You know, when you walk around acting like you weren't hurt, you're going to get pissed off and angry. You're going to act like you don't want to know, but the fact of the matter is, you want to know. So instead of just saying, I want to know why this, why that, and by the way, half of those blanks would have been filled in if they had looked at it the same way you did. They had the same, and I'm having to say this more and more about these spiritual connections, they had the same amount of information you did, Libra. The only difference is that you recognized it. That's it. So I wanted to know why this is coming up in February, because despite this person's heels are dragging and they're mad and they're angry that you didn't come back, explain yourself, etc., the only thing that's getting in the way of this and understanding each other is just pride. I have a very basic, simple philosophy. If someone wants to know, ask, and if they don't want to know, they won't ask because they don't care and they're not invested. That's usually how it goes. That's usually how it goes. Now, you might have taken very abrupt action that might have been cold or cutting, and it cut them deeply, and they're acting like it didn't affect them. Yes, it did. And again, that's more pride. Perhaps you didn't explain yourself. Perhaps you didn't think you needed to. Because it's one of those things where it's like they must know the same thing I know. They're experiencing the same thing I am. I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted to know why February this is coming up so much. It's slowly making its way back. They really thought that you would come forward first, I believe. And explain yourself, apologize. And you didn't. You really thought it was just best left alone. Yeah. That's honestly what I believe. It looks like it's like I just best leave this alone. We're both unhappy with it. Surely we must be. Surely we must be. And perhaps they didn't know. They really didn't come to the same conclusion you did. They must have been just as equally disappointed by the lack of emotional quality here. They must have just been equally as frustrated by the inability to fully feel the sun between you two. The only difference is that you turned around and acknowledged it. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. It's not heavily marked with reconciliation. It's coming in as, okay, Libra's not coming forward. I'm going to put myself forward in a way that's methodical, Knight of Pentacles, thoughtful. I'm going to keep my anger in check about this. You know, I can't show them I'm upset, so I'll come forward with a practical solution, that kind of thing. That's it, really. That's all I got. Show me March, please, for Libra. Show me March, please, for Libra. Show me March, please, for Libra. Show me March, please. Otherwise, you know, your energy's stellar, honey. And that's going to carry you into the future, well into your life. Very good. Very good. You got some damn strong profit margin right there. Ooh. And it was your due. I like that. I'm committed to my foundation. I'm committed to my career. I'm committed to my Ten of Pentacles. I'm committed to my freedom. I don't know what you did, but that's an explosion of energy, and it's well-earned and well-deserved. So congratulations to you. I'm not saying your success justifies whatever this was. Apparently, shit went down on both sides. But I will say this to your... And yeah, this is definitely a double-sided thing. I mean, you both played into it. Let's make that clear. You both played into it. You said and did things, or didn't say and do things. So did they. The only difference is, like I said, you acknowledged it. And you probably assumed that they would know the same, or that you assumed that they would know your reasons. I don't know. But assumption can be quite the bitch. I get it, though. I get it. It's kind of like that they're there, too. They have to be just as unhappy as I am. Right? Because we're not getting much out of this. Well, there's no point to it. It's not the depth I want. It's not the quality I want. It's not the richness I want or deserve. So why? Why do we keep doing it? I really don't have too much else on this other than I do see some Scorpio energy here, as well as a little bit of Leo and some Gemini, but that's not the point. Okay, March, please. The Star, Eight of Cups, the Devil. It's in this place where, Jesus, that's such complicated energy. It's so complicated. It's like you just can't. What you used to desire, you can't help but feel is no longer good for you. Capricorn energy, also Aquarius here. What you used to desire and hope for, it's like you're afraid. You're afraid that there is no emotional attachment to this thing. You are afraid that there's no point to it. You're afraid that there's no feeling in this. That Devil's coming across heavily as fear orientation. So the Eight of Cups is the lack of emotionality or lack of emotional investment, or simply put, someone who is emotionally unavailable. You are terrified that what you desire the most is just always going to remain emotionally unavailable, you know. Yeah. When you can't harmonize with somebody like that, you can't help but wonder if this was ever a shot or ever had a chance to begin with. If somebody wasn't emotionally available to begin with, I'm afraid that that star no matter how much I desire it, no matter how much I reach for it, is ultimately just going to hurt me if I continue to put my energy into it. Because here's the thing with the fucking star. You have to put yourself into it in order to know that it's right for you. And here's the thing. You are terrified of putting more of your energy into something, or someone, I should say, that you desire so strongly, and that nothing will come of it. That's the fear. That's it. Plain and fucking simple. I know it looks complicated, but honestly, it's just a fear of the most obvious thing. Someone who is emotionally unavailable. So why would I put myself into you? Why should I put my energy, time, energy, effort, love into you? You're not available. We are not available. Something like that. And it's a fear, and it's a deep one with this person. I don't know if it's a constant in your life, but when it comes to this person, that is your number one fear. Because the star takes work. It is easy to sit there on your ass and say, I want this, I want that, I wish I had this, I wish I had that. So if you want to get out of the fucking wish and want and desire, you have to get off your ass and work towards that star. So that tells me you put work into this person before, you put energy into this person before, just to arrive to this very painful, raw conclusion that yes, hypothetically, I could feel the sun with you. Yes, hypothetically, you and I could be very strong lovers. But in reality, you and I have nothing to show for it. Thus, I killed it, cut it, or pushed it off, or I blocked it. And it's, for some reason, you kind of thought that they would know the same. Perhaps that was the mistake. I don't know. You both have sides. In all fairness, you both have sides. I will say this, they had weird expectations that you would come back to them and say you're sorry and apologize. I don't know why. And I don't even think that you know that they're coming in, to be honest with you, because they've been fighting themselves from coming forward for so long. You're over here doing this shit. You're being a rock star over here with your foundation and your coin and your success and your profit. That is undisputable energy that's realistic in the 3D. Fucking gorgeous, right? So I don't think you have any idea that this person is slowly coming back in, and they're kicking themselves along the way, wondering why the fuck they're doing it and why haven't you come back? How come you haven't talked? How come you pushed them off? How come you blah, blah, blah? And they were staring at you with a serious accusation. Why? Why, Libra? Why? And you're not. But they're hitting your radar in February. And there's the reasons why. They're slowly but begrudgingly coming back around. So I hope they drop that anger shit when they come back in, because let me tell you, your energy made it clear to me about what the setup was, what the story was, and why. So when you really thought this person had the same level of information you did, you're not expecting them to be angry or even expecting them to come back around. So when I tell you they're begrudgingly coming back in, that's what that means. So I don't know. You both have sides. Don't get me wrong. You both absolutely have sides. For any coin, the thinnest of coins still has a side A and a side B, a heads and a tails. You're both on that same coin. They got something to say. I bet you do too. But here's the thing. You don't know that they're really coming back. It's just a slow energy. You can kind of feel it coming towards you. But it's a struggle, and it's a fight, and it's a strain within this person. And here's your biggest root of fear by far, by March, assuming you two talk again. That thing that you desired so much in this person, the sun and the stars, that you used to reach for and put your energy into, you are terrified. You are fucking terrified that it's going to be same shit, different day. We're still not emotionally available, and I don't want to waste my time anymore. I desired you. I desired you as the day is long and the night is full of stars. That's how much I desired you. And because of that very reason, I felt the sun with you, but that it was always a hypothetical sun. The sun that would not promise itself, and the lover that would not promise itself. We failed to choose. You failed to choose. Somebody here failed to choose repeatedly when it came to this connection. And the other person tried. And I think that was you, because you were fucking terrified. that it's just going to be more emotional unavailability for something that you desired so fucking much that you could taste it. That's a lot of fear of a very simple and age-old concept. Always desiring something that is emotionally unavailable. Some of you have a little pattern with it. Some of you are very acquainted with that energy, even outside of this. I always fall for the emotionally unavailable person, and maybe you do. And that is a painful thing. The only difference between this person and everyone else, or anyone else that you might have had experience with, I'm not suggesting that you do, but just in case, it's the soul bond thing, which means it's automatically complicated. If you two don't learn from your breaks, you will never learn to be cohesive in future. And that depends on what both of you want. Do you want to choose each other for a future, or do you not? You know, is somebody coming back in just to give you more half-assed energy, or not? Is there going to be more choosing this time around, or not? Or is somebody going to perpetually remain emotionally unavailable and emotionally distant? Because that's what you're terrified of. You're fucking terrified of that. To desire and want something so much. Lawnmowers? To want and desire something so much and to have nothing to show for it. That's what you came to the conclusion on back here. And you were terrified of that happening again. Oh, they sound like they're right up on my damn lawn. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the channel, hello. Your message has been blessed today by Our Lady of Perpetual Lawn Care. I live in the burbs, and people are obsessed with their lawns. I don't know why. We've had very cold temperatures here in Texas for days, so I don't know what there is to cut at this point, but hey, tell that to people who are in habitual mode, right? Oh, I'm terrified of what people will think of me if I don't tidy up the lawn every week. There you are. All right. Anything else, please, about March? Anything else, please, about March? So I understand the fears, honey. I understand the desires. Whether or not you two connected again in that respect, if this lessons are learned or that you two are trying to cooperate, and if, I don't know. I just see your terrified reaction of, I don't want to go through this again. I don't want to put so much desire and work into somebody just to have nothing to show for it. Just for them to still remain emotionally unattached to me. What's the fucking point of having a star or a hypothetical sun? I agree with you. I do. I agree with you. I agree with you. But that doesn't mean we didn't make mistakes along the way. Or perhaps they had a different idea that they didn't speak up to or you didn't know about. I don't know. But there is still that thing of like, hey, I've got some unresolved shit here and I'm kind of angry. I expected you to come to me, but you didn't. So now I'm coming to you and I'm rolling in on you with this what looks like calm, slightly angry energy. I don't know. I do not know. Knight of Swords, Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles. All right, so your fears, you're keeping it to yourself in check for now. That is an internal process and it's a deep one, and that is tying to you. I saw something similar back here when you were looking at the thing analytically. Over here, here's the deeper root of the issue. I don't want to continue to give to a star. You. I feel like you're my star. I feel like you're my sun. I feel like you're my lover, but I can't give you any more of that energy if you choose to remain emotionally unavailable to me. Give back to me. Look at what I can do. Look at what I can do, right? Look what I can do. Give back to me what I give, and I can show you the fucking world, including my love. Look at what I can do, right? Correct. I can't do this again. I'm terrified. I'm terrified of more emotional absence. I need to know that you're in it or that you're choosing me. I got two. Whether or not that happens, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Time will tell. I'm only doing a 3-month here. Okay, I'm only doing a 3-month here. But I will say this. I will say this. I will say this. You two are talking. That's all I know. You two are talking. On the surface, 3D. I can actually see it. This is inside you and it's a deep fear. And this is why you're having a hard time contributing to this star, to this lover, to this sun. Because they all remain in hypothetical mode. The Lovers is a choice, and it has to be constantly chosen. If you continue to push it off or act like it doesn't count, or you minimize it or make it small, the other person's going to react and break away. Right? The whole point of the Lovers is to choose it and mean it. And if you don't, break away, learn your lessons, come back. So I hope you two are talking about lessons, because as far as I can tell, you two are talking. You're talking. You're working shit out. You're working shit out. All right? How it concludes, I could not say. I just know you two are talking. You are trying to work shit out in the real world. You are both heads of state. You are both well respected. But the inner dialogue between you two, as a couple, as a thing, as lovers, as an entity, is crap. And that's what you two need to work on. I do understand your conclusion. It makes perfect sense to me. I don't dispute it at all. The only mistake I think we made here is that we didn't communicate it to the other side. But I also believe you thought there was no point. Or that they would agree with you. Because again, honey, I agree. They had the same level of information you did. We're not happy with either one of us. We're not getting what we need from this. Either one of us, we're not fully choosing this. Neither one of us. I put something into you, which is why I'm freaked out about putting any more into you, because I don't want it to waste any more of my fucking star energy. I could see you as my sun. I could see you as my star. I could see you as my lover. But what do I have to show for it? Nada. And what do you have to show for it from me? Other than my goodwill, energy, intent. Right? They got some shit to say, so do you. The thing is, they're approaching so slowly because they're kicking their own ass on the way. Like, I don't know why I'm talking to that fucking Libra. I don't know why I want to. Fuck them. They pushed me off. They cut me off. Fuck them. I don't know why. But even while they're doing that, they're still kind of. I'm not going to Libra, as they are. That's not an accusation. I'm not trying to knock them. It's just the energy suggests that they are frustrated and they are coming forward because you're not. I hope you two have learned some shit. Otherwise, you're just going to repeat the story, which you already know. And that's one of the things you're terrified of. I don't want to put any more into you if you're not going to give me anything back. You push me off. You make me feel small. You push me off. You don't treat me like a lover. When look at what I can fucking do. Do I look like I'm playing around over here? Look what I can do. So I don't want to put any more. I desire you strongly to the point that it scares me. I desire you so much it scares me. But it also scares me too that you will continue to remain emotionally unavailable, and then my star for you is nothing. It serves no purpose. This serves a purpose. This I understand. But I don't understand you. What is your purpose? What are your feelings? Right? Whew. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. But I got you two talking. You two are talking. And I hope you can express something of this. Or you're thinking back here. They're trying to be cool, so are you. Right? That Knight of Swords is a little rough. It's a little rough. In terms of how we're communicating. It's a little swift. It's factual. I would like to see more emotional depth conveyed between you two, but you might need to build up a little bit. Okay? We got some truth bombs exploding in here between the two of you, but you two are talking, and I suppose that's the next step, yeah? Whew. I don't know if I dare look at it anymore. That was just too much. Oh, that was just too much, honey. Oh my. That was just a March. You got me all wrapped up into that. Oh my goodness, I felt it. I felt every second of that. Oh, honey, I'm like watching this from... What's going to happen next? I don't know. I'm not trying to minimize it. I know it hurt you. I know it hurt you. It hurt them too. You both are hurt. They're trying to act like they're not, and they're mad that they are. That's what happens when we deny feelings, which is one of your major points. All you do is deny your feelings from me or act like you don't have them. Thus, you get what you deserve, right? And then you're over here. Besides, there's a good chance you don't feel much for me anyway. Otherwise, you'd give me more. What? 2 + 2? Mother... Anyway, as the King and Queen of Swords would say, well, that's just logical. If you wanted to give me more, you would. If you wanted to choose me more, you would. So I'm in this position where I had to cut this out and or block it because look at what you were giving me. Look at what we were giving each other. It weren't much. Therefore, 2 + 2 is 4. That's the King and Queen of Swords. Okay. Is there anything else in here, please? Ay. Page of Swords 6. Okay. Through little by little, I pushed it a little more. Get past that rough conversation. Where things are kind of stiff between you two. Swapping information. Okay. I'm going to tell you about my side real quick. This is what went down for me. Well, this is what went down for me. And in between that process, where you two are a little edgy, but expressing yourselves, we'll start there. You start to open up the both of you into softer energy. And a little warmer. A little warmer. The 6 of Wands and Strength. The Page of Swords. Through observation, continuing to talk, trying to learn. The Page of Swords is the most immature of the pages. It's his job to listen. Shut up, listen, and learn. So through you exchanging your sides of the coin. This is my side. This is your side. Our energy starts to pick up in terms of confidence and feeling better about each other and the situation as the conversation starts to flow. It's going to be a little edgy at first. It's going to be a little awkward at first. If you ask me, the most awkward thing has already happened. Okay, the most awkward thing here already happened. Somebody actively blocked the other person. So I promise you, the most awkward thing has already happened. Now we're talking about looking at it, learning from it, okay? And when we do that, the process starts. We start to feel better about each other. Both of you feel assuaged, in terms of your strength and sense of self and sense of character. And you both feel like your sides have been heard and or warranted, okay? You both understand that your prides were hurt. The both of your prides were hurt. However, you still have, at the end of the day, between you two, a very strong sense of feeling towards each other that suggests, I understand you better, you understand me better, we can both feel better about this as we continue to learn and listen in this very swift. It starts out a little rough, but I promise you, the more awkward thing is already done. Now, this is going to happen within you for some time. So I don't want you giving more, and I know honey, I know this person represents a very strong desire. I know that you have a very strong pull to this person. In terms of warmth, just straight up desire. This person represents a lot of your desires. I know. So this is going to be an internal process that you experience. So don't throw away the bathwater. By all means, get back into a good place of conversation. We'll start from there. But don't give too much of yourself away and don't put too much into this person. Learn your lessons from your reality. Don't put more into it that which cannot give you back. The same applies to your relationships as well. So if this person remains at emotional distance, emotionally unavailable, if they act like they could give or take the situation, or if they act like they have no feelings for you, what happened to them, or that it didn't affect them at all, then you understand that this is just a devil, a bottomless pit that will continue to take from your energy and not give back to it. So again, if this person can't open up and say what the hell's going on, how it impacted them, that they were upset at all because they got some rough pride on them that says, I'm not angry or affected by this whatsoever. I could give a fuck. It's not true at all. It's just how they present. And in which case I can see why you're terrified of more, emotional unavailability. This person's already proven that they have those qualities. That doesn't mean they don't have feelings. It just means that they spend a lot of time acting like they don't. which doesn't help you. And that is a failure to choose in the Lover's connection. The more you tell your lover, I don't have feelings for you, or I could give or take this, that's a failure to choose. That's what I mean by choosing. It's a constant choice, the Lover's is. The more you don't give it time, the more you don't give it attention, the more you don't give it the honesty of your thoughts and feelings, the more likely you are to lose it. That's what I mean by failure to choose. Anytime we connect with our lover in that respect, we fail to choose each other when we're not honest. We don't make time for them. We push them off, we brush them off, we minimize them, we act like they don't impact us when they do. That's a surefire way to disconnect from your lover at some point and lose the connection. Might be temporarily, might be long term, you never know. You roll the dice and you only get so many chances, you know? So it's looking like you two. What song is that? Given anything to roll the dice just one more time. Don't stop believing. Believing. Yeah. Given anything to... I always... Oh, that's a great fucking song, isn't it? And it's so true to the human existence. It really does speak to us as humans, doesn't it? They nailed it. They nailed that song. Don't stop believing. Was that Journey? That line is killer. It really does explain the human experience. If you were trying to explain the human experience to aliens and you had no way to do that, you can remember that one line and be like, I know that part. Given anything to roll the dice just one more time. That's what it's like to be human. Hope. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to roll the dice one more time. Some will win, some will lose. Some are born to sing the blues. That's what it's like. You only have so many chances with connections like this, but it's looking like you two are trying to open up to at least connect in that way that says, I'm trying to understand you. Maybe you can understand me too. After that, I don't know, but I do know that you two feel better about each other, at least on the surface. You have much deeper fears about the long-term extent of the thing. Is this person a star or not? Are they someone I can trust and put my love into or not? Can I build with them like I build my own 3D world or not? But on the surface, you two are talking. Judgment. Oh. Show me judgment, please. Any important decisions that need to be... Oh. Incoming. There they are. There they are. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. They're coming. I know it looks like they're not. Honey, they are all sorts of... You know what? They have that masculine energy where it's like, I'm not affected by that at all. You can't hurt me. You cannot hurt me. It doesn't affect me. Bye, bitch. Inside, opposite. Very opposite. Doesn't have to be a man. I'm just saying they have energy for you. They do. It's just on the surface, they try not to crack that face. They have a very strong sense of saving face attached to them. I gotta save face, I gotta save face. And that's a lot of that machismo, masculine pride stuff. They don't have to be a man. It could be the reverse. This could be a female. But it's coming across heavily as you can't affect me. I wasn't emotionally invested in this anyway. So why are they packing anger behind their energy? That's because they did care in some way. And they were affected in some way. It's not, however, your job to extract that from them. They need to come forward of their own accord and express their feelings, even if it's anger. You were a living being, so are they. They have feelings, so do you. The thing is that they don't seem to know that they're entitled to their feelings. That means express them. I'm angry with you and I need to talk to you about it. I'm in love with you and I need to talk to you about it. Someone who can own their feelings, that's the King, Queen of Cups. This Emperor is determined to act like he's not upset. So this person does not feel like they're entitled to their feelings, and they've been taught that it's better to not show them at all. Something like that. Anyway, I'm sorry. They're on the... Getting back to the point. The Nine of Wands, the Emperor, the Nine of Pentacles. There you is. Okay. And I saw the Emperor straight face energy somewhere earlier. Okay. And then there's the Knight of Wands. There's the energy. There's the communication. There's the action. But no, it's still very much there. Okay. Show me judgment, please. It's a decision to come forward. And there's other decisions, honey. It's not just this person. Like I said, you already have quite a lot to contend with, but it's all good stuff. Okay? That energy is undisputable, like I said, and I know I saw that for you before. Show this kind of construct to me like you do in love, like I do in my 3D world, and then I can take you seriously. Do you see how much I can produce? Do you see how much I'm worth? Do you see what I can do? So why don't you trust me to give you that between us? You know? Something like that. Show me judgment, please. Decisions. Okay, incoming. 8 of Wands. Communication. 10 of Wands. Out there at some point on the sideways when things calm down or somebody's frustration and anger comes down. Okay? There they are again. Okay, they're coming. They're coming. I got it. I got. Why are you? It's like they're warning me. Like, what? I got it. They're coming. The communication's coming. It's just taking a minute. Okay. It's like, why are you warning me? Show me judgment. It's like, tell them. Okay. They're coming. I got it. Judgment. Decisions to be made. King of Swords, that's you again. Hierophant, Taurus, there's that 9 of Pentacles again. Yeah. It's coming in, and it's coming in under the weight of somebody's decision, but it's official. The Hierophant's here signing off on this, so I trust it. You know, he's a good guy. He's got his drawbacks, but that's the downside to having so much spiritual energy as the Hierophant does. He's going to have as many pros as he does cons, and they're all powerful. But if somebody here is giving themselves permission, we have determined to go ahead and open up 9 of Pentacles again towards you, I believe. Somebody's initiating the conversation, and it's coming from a place of spirituality, reconciling differences. It's quite lovely, actually. It is. Don't get me wrong. I got 2 very serious people here, but somebody's energy is on the receiving end of this, and it does look like it's you. Okay. It could have been that they put their hard hat on, honey. At first I thought that was you. Now I'm starting to think it's them. You both. You both might have a tendency towards detachment. You both might have it when you feel like you're threatened to kind of shut down your emotions and to push away, push off, cut off. I don't argue with you, honey. I see your reasonings. I see it. I see your reasoning. You are very logical about your feelings and your experience about this. I see why you did what you did. You don't deny that it was a powerful connection. On the contrary, you feel like you gave way too much to it just to end up with somebody who wasn't emotionally available and wasn't contributing. And that's what you're terrified of happening again, hence your hesitation. So in that respect, though, I think you two might actually have that in common. I strongly suspect you two have that in common. Strongly suspect. It is somebody's powerful decision to come forward and to give themselves permission to do it. I think you both have a tendency to dip into that space that when you feel hurt or not invested in or not taken seriously, emotionally exasperated, that you shut down and that you come cold. And that's not an accusation. I understand that process very well. And I am starting to believe they might do that too. Okay. Show me the Tower, please. Anything unexpected? It's coming. It's taking a minute. Okay. It's coming. Show me the Tower, please. Anything unexpected? Anything else unexpected, I should say. Anything else here, please, under the Tower? Anything unexpected over the next several months? Anything unexpected in the next several months, please, for Libra? Anything unexpected, please, in the next several months for Libra? That is a good song, no? I know it's cheesy, and that's the first song you're going to hear in karaoke bars. Don't stop. I know. It's everybody's go-to, but I'll tell you what. It just captures the human experience. Weird as it is, stupid as it is, that is humans in a nutshell. There's a reason why that song is so damn popular. It just puts you, you've jammed, you have jammed out to that song in your car on the highway. Don't stop. And you have. Everybody has. Everybody has jammed out. I don't care who you are. I don't care. You've jammed out to that song. Even if you hate it, you've still found yourself singing to it at least once. Okay. Okay. Queen of Cups, the World, the Tower. Oh, feelings have changed. I don't know that's necessarily good or bad. It's feelings have shifted and or changed. What is this? Can I see more on this? It may or may not relate to this person. What is this? Feelings have radically shifted and or changed. 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 Show me. Tower on the Tower, honey. Feelings have radically shifted and or changed. Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Six of Wands. You are both surprised. You are both surprised, actually. I think neither one of you expected things to kind of... I don't think either one of you expected that the communication was as effective as it's going to be, or proving to be. I think it surprises you both. I do. There's more good feeling than I think either one of you expected. I think they came marching slowly marching in to say, like, this is my piece. That's what I have to say. What the hell went down, Libra? You explain yourself. They know, but didn't want to acknowledge it. I don't think. And I think you operated from a place of they should know they were there. You know what I mean? They had the same stuff I did. I think you are both terribly, terribly surprised. There's somebody says something surprising, and it makes the other person feel good almost instantly. And it's speaking from the place of the heart. It's something we wouldn't expect the other person to say. But it was something that was growing in the other person for a long time. Somebody is taken by surprise by the other person's words. I don't know who is who. I don't know who's on the receiving end of the words. I only know that the person who's going to speak the words that puts you both back into a good place of feeling, it was something that was growing in them for a long time with the Seven of Pentacles. Something they've always wanted to say or speak to and never did. It surprises the other person phenomenally. And it puts you both back into that energy of feeling good about each other, literally. There it is again. So in this conversation, somebody is just kind of shorthand, tarot shorthand, is kind of blown away with what the other person has to say. Like they didn't see that coming, not in a million years. I asked for anything, and it's tying back to that communication, which we've seen a couple of times. The other person is simply in there, and it's affecting their heart space. It's affecting their heart space. It's not what I thought it was. It's better. It's not what I thought it was. Somebody here is actually genuinely surprised in their heart space. Like, oh. I never expected you to say that, not in 1,000 years. I never thought you would say something like that, or I didn't know that, or I didn't know I meant that to you, something like that. And it was something that just, it speaks naturally from the heart space, and it's actually, the only idea I have for someone here is that Seven of Pentacles energy, that it's been growing with them for a very long time. Something that they've always wanted to say, and it affects the other person radically in their heart. Okay. And it, All I know is that it's been growing with somebody for a long time. And it's received very well. And it puts you both into a space of confidence. I'm not saying you two will have a happily ever after for a night. Right now, I'm just settling for the next 3 months. I'm just settling for the next 3 months. That's it. That's it. So it is coming in. It's just slow, honey. It's terribly slow. They have a lot of conflict with themselves that's dragging the process out. A part of it's pride. It's like, I can't believe I'm going towards Libra, or I'm even thinking about going. They should come to me. And you're not, though. I'm not saying it's a challenge. I'm not saying that they owe you. It's just kind of like, I blocked this. I figured they'd understand. They ought to know they were there, too. And the other person's like, I don't. It doesn't affect me? Yes, it does. It doesn't affect me? Yes, it does. It doesn't affect me? Yes, it does. I want answers. It's kind of like that. So you two are going to talk your shit out. You will. This is not going to be resolved overnight. That's not possible. You have a history with this person. You have a history with this person that suggests the reasons you have trust issues with them is that you desire them a great deal to the point that it makes you uncomfortable. And you put too much into them to the point that it makes you uncomfortable. That you are afraid that they will just remain ultimately emotionally unavailable. So, if that's true, you need to know that. And that might be something that you need to express to them. Right now, I see you two, you enter in with a kind of awkward conversation. It happens rather swiftly, but then somebody says something that softens everyone's heart space. And we didn't expect them to say that, that's all I know. And it was growing in somebody for a long time. It puts you both back into a position of feeling good about each other and your connection. And so that's how I'm leaving it, is communication in the real world. And hopefully that communication is a little more fluid and a little more rapid between you two once you get past the awkward re-entry part. Well, I'm here. You want to work some shit out? Okay. Meet me at this day, place, and time, and we'll work some shit out. You want to work some shit out or not? If you do, meet me. It's kind of like that. It's a little rough. God. It's a little rough. It is a little rough. I get it, though. I do get it. You want to talk? You want to talk? Meet me. If not, fine. Fuck it. Fine. It kind of starts like that. Oh, I know. But once we get past that, eventually somebody softens up and kind of blows the other person's mind. It's like words. I don't even know what those words look like, but they're simple. They're simple words. They're humble words. And they're sincere words. And for some reason, that makes a big difference in someone's heart. It makes a big difference in someone's heart. And they share that, and the other person feels good too. They're like, I'm glad I said it then. Because they mean it, and they wanted to express it anyway. Okay? That's enough. That's enough. Congratulations on this. Do you want to work your shit out or what? Do you last chance. I don't know if it's like last chance, but it's look, I'm going to make myself available for this day and this time, and you are welcome to join me. If you want to talk and work some shit out, then let's do that. It's a little stiff. But you two push past that. Okay? And after that, what happens? I don't know, honey. I don't know. We'll check up on you in another 3 months. This is the 3-month overview. So the next readings after this will be the in-depth version of yours and theirs. I don't know if I will pick up on this situation again. I don't know. But I'm very curious. I'm very curious. Honey, once I saw that death in the sun and you're like, well, yeah, I could have sun with this person, but guess what? We never fucking do. So, you know, yeah, there's a strong connection, but I'm never happy with it. I never get the emotions that I need. I never get the response that I need. I never get consideration that I need. All that's there. All that's there is the emotional quality, honey. It's not just time, energy, and effort. It's also the emotional quality, or rather the lack of it. You don't feel like you're emotionally cared for by this person or their energy. And I do admit they have a tendency to withhold. That is true. But it's almost like they're afraid to emotionally invest. It's almost like they're afraid to emotionally invest. And that's one of the things you're terrified of, because you desire them so strongly. And you know what it is that you can do. You know what it is you're capable of. You put a lot into the world, therefore you get a lot back, right? So you could easily, past life relationship, yeah, I could have told you that. What a donkey. I got that from Chef Ramsay. He calls people donkeys all the time. I love that. I don't know. Anyway, past life relationship. Yeah, there's a good if you believe in that, you know, that may not be your particular spiritual belief. So even if you don't believe in past life relationship, let's just put it this way. You've two known each other a very long time. And you might have had this dynamic for a very long time. How it's played out in the real world and for how long, I don't know. But it's there, and it's going to continue to play out. And if you guys didn't fix your shit in the last life, and if you don't fix your shit in this life, you're going to do it again in the next life. That's how that theory works. And with these kind of upper-level soul bonds, you know, with the lovers and the Hierophant and the spiritual connectivity and all that jazz, yeah, there's a good chance you two had unresolved shit back then, and you do in this life, and you might in the next life. So I suggest you two work your shit out. That way you don't keep doing this again and again. If you can't have them in the long term, then you can't have them in the long term. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just seeing you resolve your differences in the next 3 months. How the relationship or connection, this could be the one. I know, you know that too, and that's why you're terrified of it. You know that they could be. You showed me that several times. Hypothetically. They could be the one, Christina. Hypothetically. And I can't live on a hypothetical. I need reality. I'm very good at reality. I'm very good at constructing my reality. I'm very good at reaping profit from my reality. I'm very good at setting myself up. I know what I'm doing over here. I wish they could see that, right? I don't know. You deserve love, yes, and keep an open mind. Aha! For those of you who have Sag in your chart, by the way, that's their card. You deserve love. And keep an open mind. I told you, keep an open mind. I saw this for Gemini too. I believe your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, that you two might be different. And I'm going to give you the same spiel I've been giving everyone else. I don't care about demographics. You two might have a difference in age, race, religion, ethnicity, backgrounds. I don't care. I do not fucking care. All that stuff is literally check marks on a piece of paper. So long as two people are on the same page in terms of life goals, that's what matters. Not religion, not age, not race, none of that. None of that matters. It doesn't. If two people want to make it work, they make it fucking work. End of story. You keep an open mind. Yeah, I know. And yeah, there's a very good chance with what I've seen. You have, okay, I'm surprised I didn't say that earlier, but you have shown me independent, available. You got a strong mind, don't get me wrong. But yeah, there's a good chance there's an age difference here between you two. Sure. They've shown me that kind of more stubborn, reserved, masculine energy that's maybe a little bit older. I didn't really tap into that too much, but that actually makes kind of sense now. It's repeating. That does make it sense. That does make sense. For some of you, not all of you. New love for some of you. What is this? Children. Oh, I don't like those two together at all. It's weird. Okay, that's weird. Let me tell you how I got hit with that first. New love and children. The idea of having love or new love with this person might be impacted by children. Someone has a child and the other person is not cool with that. In which case that's their problem, not your problem. Children are part of the package. You love someone, you love them too, including whatever dependence they may have. That's just it. End of story, non-negotiable. It's a huge red flag if somebody says, I can't handle children. And it sounds to me that you can't handle a lot of things. Get the fuck out of my life. I don't respect that at all. So if children are an issue, we don't want them, we can't have them, we can't handle them, then trust that person at that face value. Especially if they are indeed that person's children, that's a big fucking red flag. But if the idea is your love life is being affected by children in connection to bringing this love in fully, possibly, that's really non-negotiable, and that's something somebody needs to get over with. I've heard that kind of thing before, and I'm sorry, I'm never convinced by it. It's one thing to know that you don't want children and therefore you choose not to reproduce, but to reject a very powerful enhancing union with somebody because they have a kid, that shit's low, man. Talk about selling yourself up the river, man. Not only are you disrespecting yourself, you're disrespecting the other person. Because I tell you what, if that's part of the challenge package to this lover's connection, then that's a big failure on somebody's part. Big failure. I have to call it for what it is. If you don't want children, you don't want children. But if you know someone is a perfect fit for you, they're a perfect fit for you, like they are tailor-made for you, that you two are connected spiritually, emotionally, sexually, mentally. But oops, somebody has a kid, so I don't know if I can fully choose them. They're not really not choosing the other person so much as they're not choosing themselves. It's a disrespect to the person first. Because you're going to miss out on a whole life experience because you're afraid of children. Nah, I'm sorry, I can't respect that. Again, I'm not talking about people who choose not to have children. I didn't want children until I turned 30. I had no intention of bringing children in this world. I had no feeling for it. Literally, I had no feeling. I had no idea that I would be a mother. None whatsoever. None. None. That feeling didn't exist. In my opinion, the world was overpopulated, and who was I to bring someone else into this world? No, hell no. And I was adamant about that until I turned about 30. And then something flipped in me. And I said, now's the time. I feel it. I feel one, and that's it. And I knew it, and I knew it was the truth. So no disrespect to people who consciously and willfully choose not to have children. It's a strong choice and it's a good choice. I'm talking about someone who's refusing to fully give themselves to a union that could be the best in the world for them and do wonders for them because they're afraid of a responsibility they've never had, in which case, that's a bitch move. Said what I said, and I don't take it back. It's a bitch move, man. Children enhance you. They make you see things in the world that you would never see with your adult eyes because you forgot what it's like to be a child. Children are amazing. They're a gift. They're a joy. They enrich our lives. They make us crazy. But then so does a lover. Okay. Just to let you know, I don't like that. For others of you, this love type situation could bring you children. I didn't see it like that because it wasn't marked as new love. This person is someone we know. So that made me automatically think, is what's holding this up is someone's terrified of children? Again, if it's your firm belief that they're not for you, okay, I want you to know that about yourself like I did. Until one day, what I knew changed. And then I had a different principle of knowledge. And I abided by that, and I never regretted it. I also knew it would be one, and then I'd be done. Right? You know, no, I'm talking about people who are like, oh, they're perfect for me, except they got a kid. So I kind of want to keep their energy around, but I don't want to give too much to it. It's a bitch move, man. It's a bitch move. No, I can't respect that. No. I don't know. That's for some of you, not all of you. It's not the main gig to the story. It came up in the 11th hour. Okay, speaking of which. This killer conversation, the one that's so mind-blowing. Hey, didn't I say the 25th for somebody? Did I say the 25th for you, honey? I feel like I said for somebody the 25th might be important. Again, of what month I do not know. January, February, March, I could not say. But for some of you, the 25th or thereabouts is associated with this powerful conversation. It is upcoming. It is yet to be. Again, they're still kind of plotting their way to connecting with you. It's coming, but it's slow. And they want to talk about the break, and they're confused by the break, and they don't understand the break. Yeah, they do. They just didn't want to see it. Two of Swords. So if they approach you with blaming victim or victim blaming, like, why did you do this to me? Dude, girl, you can be a female too, honey. Really? You were there, you ought to know. Okay, but to this credit, they're pushing that. I'm telling you, I'm seeing that Emperor stalemate. It doesn't affect me energy. Right, and that's that person's pride. It's that person's pride. You have a devil. You've shown it to me. You were very clear about that. It was very honest. It was very raw, and it was very real. It was very human. This is inside of you. Okay? They have a devil too. They have a devil too. And there you are. There's that energy. They're devil, justice. They're afraid to balance up. That's one of the reasons they're dragging feet, because they know it affected them. They're having a hard time showing that, admitting it. They are terrified of showing their feelings, expressing their feelings, to make things fair, balanced, and just, because they knew an imbalance was created and that they had a part to play in it. They did. I don't think they want to see it. But if they're a true hero, they'll want to learn. And I do see someone expressing something that they never thought they would. Tower's in the reverse. So for some of you, less than 16 or before the 16th, I don't know. I don't know. The 25th and before the 29th, there you are again. Some of you prior to the 16th, the 9th, 25th, 29th, as I've said. These could all be important dates, and also before the 29th. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So for some of you, before the 10th. Again, of what month I do not know. Just quickly. Decisions, twin flames. Twin flames, just interpret that as the lovers, please. The twin flames thing pisses me off. Thank you for the summary. The twin flames things is a bunch of runaround nonsense about the chaser-runner dynamic, which is a psychological pile of horse shit. The lovers is a little different. You could say potatoes, potatoes, fine. If you believe in twin flames, if that's your thing, cool. We're just going to call it the lovers around here. Decisions, twin flames, separation, exactly. That's it. It's a decision, a choice to choose your lover. And you two are in separation. Someone's going to make the decision to come forward. Okay, I see them doing it, even if it's begrudgingly. And then they're mad about it, too. They're mad. They're mad that they're having to come forward. Oh, God forbid you lower your pride. Right? I've done it. I've put myself forward to people. I had to swallow my pride and be like, okay. Because if it's important to you, do it. You know? But in this instance, this person's having to get past their own pride and be willing to admit that they had some shit that they need to learn, because their fear is reciprocity. The old balance, the old back and forth, leveling up. In other words, they know they got some information coming their way too if they choose to reconnect with you, and that's one of the things that they have to deal with. But if they do, their energy is beautiful. Once they get past their masculine energy, their pride, and that I have no feeling for this, their energy is actually lovely. It's actually quite lovely and fluid and cooperative. It's even a little sexy. It is. Once we get past all that fucking pride and the insistence that this doesn't hurt me, their energy is actually quite nice. It's sensual, it's projective, and it actually communicates well in a way that's even flirtatious a little bit. And it's warm, it's friendly. All those aspects are in here once we get past the rough energy. They have warmth in their communication, they have warmth in their action. But we got to push past that rigidity, and it didn't hurt me, and that falseness, and all that false pretenses and false pride. We got to get pushed past that first. Anyway, messages, yeah, no shit. I'm sure you do talk to each other in your dreams. Trust me, you dream about each other often. You two have dreams, dream thoughts, dream discussions, dream messages. You're always looking for that person in your dreams. You can't find them. You have conversations with that person that never quite fit, and they never feel concluded. You've had very vivid dreams about this person, or people shapeshift into that person's image. You have conversations with this person that never fully express what you want to, because you're frustrated, they're frustrated, so you two just kind of end up staring at each other and they disappear in the dream, right? Yeah, all that. It's unresolved. That's why. We're watching, we're looking, we're spying, we're learning. Who, you, them, they, you. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, does it? Does it really matter? You know, we're watching, we're inspecting, we're trying to learn. You know, it's just because you two are in separation and you have unresolved stuff. Trust me, I know what this is like. It's just unresolved stuff. The dreams, the messages, the spying, wanting to talk. Somebody's got to get the cojones, man. Somebody's got to get the cojones, come forward. I know who it is. They do too. It's just they're having a hard time with it. But I swear to God, if this person could push past their pride, you know, and maybe admit, okay, maybe I did something wrong and I'm willing to learn. Libra, you the same. I see your thought process today. I do, but you still have stuff to talk about as well. Oh, yeah, yay. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't think it was that long. I really didn't. I really didn't. Oh, my. Okay, real quick. Y-E-O, Leo, the medallion of Leo, and we also have the medallion of Aquarius. You might have some very strong components in your chart. They might, okay? But the courageousness of Leo and the facts of Aquarius, and also the friendliness also of Aquarius, very charming. So charming, disarming, being warm, being generous, being courageous too. P, B, the owl, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. X, debatable. The cat, intuition, yes, of course. I was hoping to get, well, that's enough. B, P, Y, O, E. These are not exclusive. They may or may not apply to you. Okay. It's really about the message. You, imaginative, Cancer, Sagittarius. Very strong placements here today. L, X, in the hot air balloon, getting higher into the sky so we can look down and see more perspective. Libra, that's more than enough. I have more than enough for you two to work with over the next 3 months. Congratulations on this piece. Can't say I'm surprised. That's beautiful. Keep on keeping on in that division, and keep this with you when we are working or talking with this person. You know what it is you can do. That means you should know what you should be getting back. And if you feel like you're getting crap back where they just can't open up and express themselves and speak to their emotional investment in you, if it's all, then you have their answer. Okay? And then you don't have to worry about putting anything into them anymore. They will present that to you about whether or not they are worth any sort of investment. Let them prove it to you. Are they worth the investment or not? Are they worth putting desire into? Somebody will prove that to you eventually. It might take 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, or 3 years, but eventually they prove it to you. Are you worth it or not? Are you worth my desires and hopes or not? I know what I can do. What can you do? Put in the comments. Take care. Be well.